February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Hey everybody, Luigi369 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Usually there's a fade in from black here, but I guess we're just starting right up. So that's always fun. Maybe I'll put a fade in at the beginning or something, I don't know. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn the trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth? I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch, lockdown tire, and a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen in these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You'd be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. I don't that just beat all. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs, ooh-wee. Yeah, I don't think it's steak sauce. 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh! Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock? I don't know who this is. Who's there? Oh. What's with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you! I gotta come up with a voice for this guy. Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Udgy. How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. No, I've been busy. Busy, smizzy, Udgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'll be right back. Over an hour later. Because I had to do something. It took me a long time. I am back. Anyway, I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little worthy? Mr. Wright! You're not the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district! Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. The crime occurred, Miss Star really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. Well, what's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Our job? Wow, get my... Now wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had... Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. Well, you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah. Court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger off, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger off, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. I'm just gonna slowly walk over through all the evidence to the switchblade knife. And then I have to open it up. What? Don't scare me like that! I'm the one who's scared! Look at this knife blade, the tip is broken off! And this dark red stain, blood? Yeah, add that to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department! I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife? Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department of Disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the police department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess! The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Well, wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order, order, order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Excuse me. Special? Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Rhino, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Yeah, hold it, buddy. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Rhino. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Rhino. Evidence that links the knife to Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time. So how were things down at the department? Presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped. I don't know which that would be. But I do think we should take a look at the knife. There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6 maybe. Maybe it's a case number. That's weird. What? I don't remember where. I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Huh. Wait a minute. That says SL9. It says 67S, but if you turn it upside down, it says 67. It says 67, not 67S, but if you turn it upside down, it says SL9. I think we present that here. Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection! This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness what do you mean from Udgy. This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9, SL-92. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S, 12-2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn around and what do you get? Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing written on the knife's tag. Order, order! Well, Chief? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Rhino. I... win? Ah! What game is this guy playing? This knife is out. Okay. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. It was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there is a connection there. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Unji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me a date on your case. Oh, good one, this kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. So, when did the murder at the police department occur? Now, that's a sharp question, Righto. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. 5:15. Edgeworth got there at 5:12, dies at 5:15. 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our own place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Try to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something like that. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. Two detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I better check this knife out. Is there anything I missed on that knife? I feel like there might be. There's some sort of stain on it. Doesn't seem like I'm missing anything on it. I didn't mean to press that again. My bad, my bad, my bad. I need to go back to the previous statement. Press that again and get different information, I think. One thing and one thing only. Let's go where the victim was found. So, tell me where the victim was found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room? Didn't he mention that just in his Did he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get to testify about the details. Do I not present that here? I guess not. Do I just press it? Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Rhino. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to figure out what you did, to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Who would have guessed? If you're going to tell us a little, why not give us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Huh? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Well, that's quite long. We have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82... I can't do it. He didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police station was 5842189. Isn't that... Yep. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective was who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you? It's a perfect match. Witness! What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just... I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Rhino. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Rhino. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time and in a completely different location. Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is why I didn't hear about this. Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. But what? How? How dare... We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me, he said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I what, Edgeworth? I what? No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say unworthy? What? Now what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. Yeah, we don't follow that one. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! That was a lame no, I'm sorry. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You're even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. But Mr. Edgeworth, I need to stop hitting that button. Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned.